Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have not made a video in a long time, but I'm excited to be filming this week. I am a photographer, so this has been just a very chaotic, busy season for me, and I truly just haven't had the motivation to pick up my camera and film, and like the desire. I don't know, usually I love YouTube and like can't wait to make videos and stuff, but just haven't had a lot of motivation to use my free time to be filming and editing and stuff like that. But I am feeling excited today to start filming. I have been wanting to do this type of video for a long time. I sometimes watch the YouTuber Rachel Catherine. I think her videos are cozy, and I love that she does this little like hobbies vlog type video. So I was like, this would be perfect for me because I'm always doing my little hobbies, whether it's cutting my flowers outside because they are thriving right now. I have some in a vase right here, and I've been cutting them like every few days, or watering my houseplants. I just made some sourdough right here so we can cut that together, make my coffee every day. I've been crocheting so much, so I'm doing lots of hobbies all the time in my little pockets of free time, and I just figured like I can just film alongside, and hopefully it's a fun video for you guys to watch. So we're just going to be doing lots of my favorite hobbies. I don't know how many days this vlog will be, but today's Tuesday. And I do need to start on my work here soon. This morning I've kind of been just like running around. I went to the gym, I went to the store, and then baked my sourdough and showered whilst I was doing that. So I need to really get started on work right now. I was working late last night, so I was able to start later this morning. But first I'm gonna make my coffee, so I thought we could do that together, and then I will probably do a little taste test of my sourdough. So I'm excited for that. So pretty much every day I make an iced vanilla latte, but I put cinnamon in my grinds. So that way, cinnamon's very hydrophobic if you try to like mix it with any kind of liquid. So I put it in the grinds beforehand so I can taste it and it's not like getting all clumpy in my coffee. It is currently still like kind of the beginning of October, but y'all, I have not decorated for fall yet, and it's kind of sad. But I'm planning on doing that next week, and I will probably be filming it too. So if you're watching this, you can hold me accountable for doing that. And look at this darling little coffee thing I got. So cute. I'm actually making a meal for some friends today, so that's what that is for. And we will be baking cookies for that too. I actually haven't been using this though because I like to mix all of my coffee in here and then pour the whole thing over ice. So yeah, I use this Torani syrup. You can judge me if you want. I literally could not care less, but it's because it's sugar-free, it's 0 calories, and that's why I like it. And honestly, I do not think it tastes like chemicals. I do 3 pumps and then a double shot. I also always weigh out my milk through my espresso in this pitcher, and it already has the sweetener, so then I'll zero this out. I do part oat milk, a little less than half oat milk, and then the other part whole milk. And honestly, I just love the nutty flavor that it adds. So I do about 120 grams oat milk. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. And then I fill basically the rest of the way to like 245 grams total up with whole milk. That's 252, but you know, around there. And then for the most satisfying part, I do my little pour over the ice. So it's already all mixed up in here. And I just pour it all together. And that way, it's already cold. The milk makes the espresso cold in here. It's all mixed up. So that way it's perfectly ready to go when I have it in here. So I'm gonna clean everything. I've actually been saving our coffee grinds coffee grounds. We put them in this little Tupperware thing, and then I actually have a box out in our garage where I'm saving all of them to mix into my soil next garden season. So we're literally gonna have so much because I already have so much. It's an Amazon box out there. But I put them in here so they kind of like dry out, and then put them in the box after they're dried, or else they'll get moldy. Saving as much as I can because it's really good for your plants. Let's taste test it. It truly slaps every single day. I will link our beans we use in the description below in case you guys are interested. They are always so fresh, so delicious. The tasting notes are very warm and nutty and just so good. They're from a local coffee shop. Like, they have a big warehouse where they brew the beans, so they can ship them anywhere. We buy them on Amazon. My plan for today is, as far as hobbies go, other than work, we're gonna bake some chocolate chip cookies, and then depending on if I go to my friend's house tonight for Dancing with the Stars or not, I may pick some flowers. If not, we might wait and hold off on that. But the flowers are looking very beautiful. Maybe I'll give you guys a little tour of what they're looking like. I guess they're just loving the fall time. I finished a crochet project last night, and then I'm gonna start a new one. I feel like I can't really like say what it is because it's a surprise for a friend and she might see this. So I'll just like show you the vibes, but won't say what it is. And then I want to show you guys a blanket that I finished that is just so sweet and beautiful. So I am super excited about that. My mom made some muscadine jelly with a muscadine vine that they have in their yard, so I'm gonna try it and see how it tastes. Cheers. It truly looks delicious. Shout out to my mom because that is so good. Somehow I'm always kind of cutting it close when I'm making a meal for somebody. I was rushing and did not have time to film me making the cookies, but I know I got a couple clips, so you probably already saw those. And then I just remembered that I am filming, so I wanted to show the sweet little project I'm starting. The friend who this is for does not watch my YouTube videos, so I'll be fine to show this. I still don't want to say what it is just in case. But I'm making 9 of these squares, so also watching Dancing with the Stars whilst, and I will have to show you guys the blanket that I made as well. It's a couple days later. I'm actually doing a self-tan. I have self-tanner on right now because I'm in my friend's wedding in a couple days, so I have on just like, you know, clothes that don't super matter. So I'm not particularly looking cute, but today is my grandmother's 75th birthday, so I'm going to go out here and cut some flowers for her, and I thought this would fit perfectly in the vlog. I don't think I filmed any yesterday because I didn't really do anything that was like fun vloggy or fun like a hobby, but it's just been busy like with work and stuff, trying to get everything done and meet deadlines. Sorry, I had to sneeze. But we are going to go outside and cut some flowers. My flowers have been blooming for the past like 4 or 5 days. I haven't cut any in a while, so there's a lot out there to cut. So I'm basically just gonna cut all of the ones that are looking good, and then we can make a couple of vases, one for my grandmother and then one for me. And then I also might collect some seeds too. These are all the Cosmos seeds that I have collected so far, and I'm sure there's more out there, so we're going to collect those while we're at it and make some cutesy little bouquets. And most of the flowers that are blooming are Cosmos, but I will show you guys because some of them are marigolds, and I wear my gloves for those because I can't stand the way they make your hands smell. They're actually pest repellent because of their very strong scent. It's funny because my other grandmother told me that she loves the smell of marigolds. I was like, I did not get that gene from you because I can't stand it, and then it's hard to get off of your hands even if you wash your hands really well. So let's go out there and cut some flowers. Before I get to cutting, I'm gonna give you guys a little garden tour and just show you what everything is looking like out here. And while I'm doing that, I'm also watering it because we have had a very dry couple of days and the next few days are looking dry as well. So let me show you guys. So this is a cosmos bed and they are looking so beautiful. I'm loving these white ones. And then we have this color, the darker pink. There are a few orange ones here and there, but I find that these basically lose their leaves almost immediately when I cut them. So I don't know if I'll even cut any of those, honestly, because it just kind of frustrates me. But we have this cosmos. I did see this random marigold that just started growing. I did not plant it there. And then there's a few other plants down here, yarrow and foxglove, but they're doing okay. Over here I'm watering this, but this was literally one seed. If you can see down there, it branched off at the root, and then now it is giving me so many beautiful flowers. I don't even know how it gave me two different colors, but there's like this little orangish one and then these pink ones. They're so fluffy too. These are actually pretty small compared to the ones that I've been getting, but yeah, these are peppers. And then we have some basil. And then these, I was told were marigold seeds, but I do not think are marigolds. They just bloomed. They look more like Gerber daisies to me, but I'm not really sure. Hopefully you can hear me over the water. I did have cucumbers growing here and beans. There's actually one little bean plant there and a tomato, but I ended up just chopping the tomato plant at the root right there. And then also, oh my gosh, the water is leaking out onto my feet. Need to move it over here. Also, the cucumbers all died from squash bugs, so I just ended up like cutting those back, replanted some, but it's funny because there's actually a tomato growing right there. So yeah, a tomato plant persisted. There's another one over there. Over here we have my wildflower bed. So this is a mixture of zinnias, cosmos, and marigolds. Lots and lots of marigolds are thriving right now. Let me see if I can get it. I don't want to touch them. There, it's focused. And then the zinnias are okay. They don't look super great, but I haven't really been cutting those. And then I also have, you see this cosmos up there, this morning glory that has been trailing its way. It does have a couple of blooms on it, but they only bloom, see right here, in the morning, which is why it's called morning glory. And then over here, lastly, we have half cosmos, half zinnias. The zinnias are ones I replanted, but then I completely just kind of neglected them. I didn't water them and they are not looking good, but the cosmos are beautiful. And this I thought was a weed for the longest time. This thick stalk right here. Turns out that it is actually cosmos because it finally bloomed up there. So pretty crazy. I don't know if I'll cut those though, because since they're the orange ones. But we have these beautiful ones, so let's get to cutting. Before putting the bouquets together, I just made my coffee. Exactly the same as you saw the other day. I'm drinking it a little later today. It's like noon. My coffee is delicious as always. I've gathered the previous bouquets that I had out. This one is obviously so very sad, and so is this one. So I'm going to throw these away and rinse this out, and I'm going to rinse this one out too, but we're actually going to cut this open. The tops of these have seeds in them and save those, so I'll show you guys how I do that. Gotta put my gloves on because, again, I just hate the way it smells. And also, when my zinnias are almost like done for, I will cut the tops off of them, and I literally just have like this paper plate from Dollar Tree that I let them dry out on. And then let me show you, it's kind of hard to do this in gloves, but if you pull out these petals, then these are the seeds. I'll show you guys the zinnias once I take these gloves off, but we're gonna do the marigolds, so it still has its smell even after drying out. I'm gonna put some paper towels down, and then I'm gonna collect the marigold seeds in this plastic cup. So we're going to, my grandma actually showed me this the other day. We're going to open this up, and then if you see, let me show you this side. All of these are seeds in there. So I'm going to just peel this off kind of. Oh, I think I just need to use my hands. I literally cannot. I've actually never collected the marigold seeds before until now. So yeah, you just take all of that off. I'm just gonna peel off the petals, and then we have literally all of these are seeds. Pretty crazy, and this just truly reminds me of God and his design for the world, and he's just so intricate and creative, and it's so cool just to get to witness that, you know, and growing these beautiful creations. I'm so thankful. I'm kind of just like cutting off the edges so then they're all split up, and then I'm just going to pour all of the seeds in this, and they're already like pretty dry, so I'm just gonna keep doing that, and we're gonna fill up this little thing. Still have a lot more marigolds, but I'm just gonna stop here because I don't see myself needing more than this many seeds. This is even enough to gift to some people next year. I mean, this is like hundreds in here, so I'm gonna throw away the rest. So these are all of the zinnia seeds that I have collected so far, like this year. So I wanna show you guys an up close of what these look like when I take it out. I take these out, and I'm going to hold on to the seed part, and then rip off the part of the petal. Then these are the seeds, these little guys. So that is how you collect your zinnia seeds. I've been doing this thing that I saw on TikTok where basically you take your flowers and dip them in water, and it has helped my flowers so much to get rid of the bugs, because there's like little spiders and different bugs that will hide in the leaves, and they will stay in there, and then I'll be looking over at my kitchen table and see that there's a spider on my flowers. So, and I can literally see a spider right now. I just got off. So I will dip the flowers in, and then I'm just gonna put them directly into my vase. Here's bouquet number one. I'm going to put this one out in my house. And then this one is for my grandmother. So pretty. I love these ones with the multicolor. So I am going to fill them with water, and I'm actually going to put this stuff in them that helps to prolong their life. So I'm just gonna put one little pump of this in each and then fill it with water. It's probably been a week since I started filming this. I just feel like my mind has just been on my work and getting stuff done, and when I've been doing hobbies and stuff, I'm not even thinking to film. I wanted to show you guys, I did a little fall decorating yesterday morning. Yesterday I had a wedding. Today's Sunday. It's actually Sunday night. I just got home. I had some sessions that I was traveling to today. It was like an hour and a half away. So just got home, and I don't normally work Sundays, but I did today. So not a restful weekend whatsoever. I worked the entire weekend, had basically no break. Mid to late October right now, and I was like, I am getting up my fall decor. I'm just doing it. I'm not gonna video it, not gonna put any pressure on myself. So I just put it up and I'm loving it. So I'm gonna show you guys. So I just swapped out these. These kind of shrunk, I think, in the wash last year, but just cutesy little fall towels right here. And then over here on my little mug thing, I have these tiny little leaves, and this thing is like battery powered and lights up. So that is what that looks like. I think it's very cute and cozy, especially with the lights off. And then on my floating shelves, I have this little leaf garland. This is from World Market. I got it probably 3 years ago now, and it looks very cute, I think, up there. I love it. I just stuck it underneath these two things. Then I have 3 of these little candles that I just put around. My plant is getting watered right now, so there's a plant that normally goes right here, but then I have this, and then some dying marigolds. I need to put some more fresh flowers there, cut them from the garden, and then I have this little guy, and then I have one more pumpkin over here, this little dude. And then y'all, I made this pumpkin blanket. Actually, I'm about to do a reveal of it. Don't think you guys are ready for this. I worked on this for so long, and now I have my cutesy little pumpkin blanket. I think it is truly so adorable. It's a bunch of granny squares. These are just solid granny squares, and then I have pumpkin ones. I used pumpkin granny square tutorial from Viv Crochets, and then I just did like a typical solid granny square for this. To sew them all together, I used the invisible mattress stitch, or maybe, no, actually I sewed them together with not single crochet. This is like slip stitch, and then these I just did a crochet border. I just like looked up how to do the border on Pinterest, or sorry, TikTok. So here's my blanket. I think it is so cute, and truly it's just decor. This was not something I really wanted to use because of the size. Like, it's pretty small, but I just think it's so cute, and I will always have this. Like, I'll literally have this for the rest of my life. So it's very adorable. Don't have a current crochet project. I'll have to show you probably tomorrow what I've been working on. I've been crocheting these scarves for my best friends, and I have been like waiting to post anything about them until I give them to them. And I really wanted to wait till Christmas, but I just cannot wait. Like, I've got to give them to them. I cannot wait 2 more months. And plus, it's gonna get cold here before then. Maybe they can use them. So I will show you guys, because I also made a scarf for myself, but I actually have a couple of them soaking in conditioner water right now. So that's how I'll get the fabric to be super soft. Not the fabric, the yarn, but I really just want to start buying softer yarn. I just am still like getting accustomed to like yarn and what to choose and stuff like that, but I have them soaking, so I just like basically squirt conditioner all over the whole thing, and then basically pump conditioner all over the whole thing. I like rubbed it in with my hands really well, and then have it soaking in a bucket of water. I literally bought a bucket just for this to use it for. So it's been in there actually since last night, but I might just leave it in there till tomorrow, honestly, and then wash them, and then kind of like lay it out to dry. So anyway, I'm super excited. I will show you guys that tomorrow. Wanted to show you guys these scarves that I made that I was talking about yesterday, or maybe it was the day before. This is one that I made for myself. I actually ran out of the light pink, and whoops, this is the front. I ran out of the light pink, and ended up just having to use the solid pink for these solid pink granny squares, but I think it's very cute still and I love it. And then this is the first one that I made, and I made this for my friend, and I did kind of like an alternating pattern of the white and lavender, and then did a single crochet border all around, and then kind of like alternated colors for the little strings. And then on this one I was using up this yarn. It definitely could have used maybe 1 or 2 more granny squares, but I completely ran out, and I was actually fighting to make it last because I had to use smaller crochet hooks on one of these, but then I blocked it and they were all fine. I actually got a blocking board over on the table right here, and it has been amazing. And then I did like this lighter color because I ran out, like I said, of yellow. I wanted it to be all yellow, but this is like a cream. Actually, I ran them through the wash and then they kind of broke away, but like, you know, they separated, but it's fine. It is what it is. So I'm giving these 2 to my friend, and then I'm keeping this one. So yeah, I really love making scarves. It's a great way to use up yarn that I already had, and I just think they're so cute and practical. That is gonna be it for this vlog. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Go ahead, like this video if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to stick around for more videos to come. Bye!